Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Gonna do a nice, fun Red Dead stream. Thank you for subscribing, Ruka. Thanks, man. We're gonna have a nice, fun stream today. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We're live streaming now. Hey, how you guys doing today? How's your day been, Pro? My day has been good. How are you, man? Do I think GTA Trilogy will be on the GTA 5 engine? No. I think that I think that they will probably improve the graphics on the old games. I can't imagine it running on, you know, the most updated Unreal Engine, like... Okay, let me start a posse here.
No need to have a gun out, do you?
I was watching one of your videos when I was notified. Oh, okay. We need GTA 4 remaster. Oh yeah, I'd love a GTA 4 remaster. But the thing is, with GTA 4, they don't even need to do anything crazy with it. Just release GTA 4 on like the PS4, PS5, and Xbox One, Xbox Series X, but release it with PC graphics for GTA 4. Because GTA 4 on PC looks so much better than GTA 4 on like it looks so much better than GTA 4 on console. Okay, one moment here. Let's connect my microphone here. Thank you, Mike, also for, thank you for super chatting there. Saucer, can you hear me? Best YouTuber ever.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm here. I'm just loading in.
And thank you, Mark. You couldn't have timed this better. I'm just home from work. Good to see you live again. Thank you, Mark. But I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I'm gonna be making a video soon talking about something, and I don't really have that much hope for a good update on Red Dead Online this December. I don't. I wish there was. I hope there's something good, and I hope there's something good coming out in this game. I hope I'm totally wrong, but I don't have much hope. Like, do you guys have, like, let me know in the comments if you guys are like a Red Dead player, Red Dead Online player. Like, do you have any hope that like this December we'll have a good update on this game? Because we've had nothing but disastrous updates so far on this game.
What in the hell you think?
Because every December a Red Dead update comes out, so there's probably gonna be something coming out this December. So, yeah, it's like almost every single person is saying either no or maybe. It's just like there's nobody that's actually positive, and I don't blame them. Do you know you know the main reason why I have no hope, guys, for a good update on Red Dead Online? The reason I have no hope for that is because if you look at the Newswire post about the GTA trilogy, there is not one sentence in there about Red Dead Online. Not one. The whole thing. And I know some people might say, but it was a GTA Trilogy post, so they're not going to talk about Red Dead Online. But they talked about an update on GTA Online. They talked about GTA Online getting a new business this December. That has nothing to do with the GTA Trilogy. But Red Dead Online got nothing in that post. You'd think that if they're going to talk about another GTA Online update in December, you'd think they'd also make a little bit of an extra in that post, talking about a new Red Dead business, or a new Red Dead role, or maybe properties, or something like that coming out in Red Dead. But no, nothing. Zero. Why don't you stream GTA 5 anymore? Because I just don't feel like it. There's nothing really for me to do. You know, I'm just, I've done everything I could in the game. I hit, you know, over $1 billion. You know, I just want to play other games and do other content. Okay, who's in my posse right now? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna clear some space right now if people want to... Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there was a mention of a GTA update on a Red Dead news post. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. They talked about a GTA update on a Red Dead post? Really? Which one was this? I didn't hear anything about this. Thank you, Chasaruni, for the super chat. Oh, and, let me invite Mr. Villain here. Invite a posse.
And Tyler is here as well.
Okay. I invited them. Please stop punching me, dude. Do you know something? Is almost 2 years ago, in December of 2019, when Rockstar released a Moonshiners update, I remember. And the thing is, though, I was so stressed out 2 years ago, like in December of 2019. Like, I was overworked and I was overstressed, like, at that time. And the reason that I was, the reason I was so stressed out, like, December of 2019, was because I was doing 2 updates at the same time. I was doing both the Casino Heist update on GTA and the Red Dead Moonshiners update, and they came out one day apart. The Casino update came out first, and then the Red Dead update came out a day later. So, like, they literally came, like right at the same time, and I was doing both games at the same time. I was trying to make as many GTA Online guides as I could, trying to make as much Red Dead guides as I could. I was trying to balance out both games, and I had people getting pissed off at me that I wasn't making enough Red Dead content, or that I wasn't making enough GTA content, and I was just trying my best, and I got so, like, you know, overworked at that time. But, I didn't even have any sleep, like, one day, because I was just doing all the casino guides, and then I was trying to also do the Red Dead Moonshiners guide. But the thing is, though, is despite, like, all the crazy amount of work that I had, like, you know, December of 2019 with covering both updates, I had a lot of fun on Red Dead. And I remember, like, you know, I remember December of 2019, Moonshiners was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with that. We had a lot of fun playing the story. We had a lot of fun, you know, we had a lot of fun playing the story. We had a lot of fun with doing all the activities, running the new business, trying to figure everything out. It was a lot of fun. But I haven't had that same amount of fun on Red Dead Online in over 2 years now. Almost 2 years. The last time I had that much fun on Red Dead Online was December of 2019. Because of the, Moonshiners update. Call to Arms, sure, was fun, and don't get me wrong, but the last time I actually had fun with an update was Moonshiners. That was really the last time I had fun with an update. I mean, do people agree with me? Like, in the comments, is that the last time you guys had fun with Moonshiners? Because that was the last time I had fun with Red Dead, an update in Red Dead Online.
Brandon is outside.
Oh, and there's a revenue checkpoint. We could probably take that out and get some XP.
Also someone named Instakiller.
Is he friendly?
Invite them too. I don't know. Invite him and see if he joins.
Okay. Let me change to free aim if I'm not on free aim already also. Also, Saucer, do we have, like, any, events coming up on Red Dead or anything?
Fool's Gold, but it's like 28 minutes or 29 minutes.
Okay, I see. Now, you know, guys, I'm starting to get pissed at, like, Rockstar. Like, I really am. Because it's just, this game has so much potential in it. It does. Like, this game, like... Let's start clearing these guys out here. Like, GTA Online, I think most of us can agree, it's gotten to the point where the game has enough updates, and even if they do a new update, you know, there's not much stuff that they can do in GTA Online left. Like, in GTA Online, they have, like, it's like almost every single block or city, a street, like, alleyway, like, there's, like, almost always something on that on each street, like, whether there's a contact mission was there, a business, a property, a sell location for a business. There's, like, it's like every single part of the city has been visited so much in, like, different missions and stuff. I don't really think there's much they can do in GTA Online, but, like, Red Dead Online, the game's, you know, not even well, it's about to be 3 years old, but it's, you know, this world has just so much potential. There's just so many, so much stuff that they could do in this. Like all these, you know, open areas. They could, you know, add new buildings, new properties. You know, they could add new missions and stuff like that. New characters. There's just so much stuff that they could add to this game. A ton of new guns. I could think of, you know, a bunch of guns they could add. You know, one gun I'd like to see in this game, I'd like to see the Mosin Nagant, the Russian bolt-action rifle. I'd really like to see that gun in this game. I know some people might say it wouldn't make sense in a Wild West game, but the Carcano makes no sense in a Wild West game. That's an Italian rifle, and it's in the middle of the Wild West. So if they could add an Italian rifle, they can add a Russian rifle as well. So there's just so much I'd like to see in this game, but it's just unfortunate because even though the game has just so much potential, it's just neglected so badly and just screwed by Rockstar. It's just, my God. And these stupid journalists, these stupid video game journalists that constantly, whenever they interview Rockstar for these, like, magazine interviews, it's always, like, you know, the most easiest questions Rockstar gets. Rockstar never gets any hard questions, never ask, you know, why don't you update Red Dead Online? Why don't you do, like, more stuff for the game? It's never at that. It's always the interviewers are always sucking up to Rockstar. It's a joke. Hey Pro, happy Friday. Have you ever played any of the Uncharted games? Also, congrats on Roads to 1 million. You deserve it. Thank you, George. Thanks for the super chat. I played the multiplayer betas on the Uncharted games. I remember when those like were coming out. I played the betas for them, but I never played the single players in them. I know, like, the premise is the guy's, like, a treasure hunter, and he fights, like, you know, bad guys and pirates and all this other stuff. I get that, but, like, I never really followed the stories in them. I just played the multiplayer betas. That was, you know, the most I've ever played of an Uncharted game. I did like the multiplayer. Which Uncharted was it? Maybe Uncharted 2 or 3. There was like a multiplayer beta I played on Uncharted 2 or 3 like so many years ago, and there was like a map where there was like trucks, and you were like in the back of trucks just shooting at each other, and there was like a plane, and you could jump on the plane, and that was kind of cool and stuff, and I liked that map. You know, I never really played the Uncharted games. Okay, let me make some space here. Okay, I got space for one more in here. Do you think Red Dead Online died? No. I think it's losing. I think it's dying, if I should say. But I don't think that it's dead. Because a game is gonna die when the game doesn't have, when the developer stops making updates on the game, stops supporting the game, and less people play the game. That's when a game starts dying. And because Red Dead Redemption 2 is still a fresh game, I don't see it dying. Like, you'll always be able to find people in a free mode session, but the height of the amount of players they've had, they've lost that. Like, the highest amount of players they could have had, they've lost that. There are hundreds of people that will not play this game anymore. Probably thousands of people that won't play this game anymore. I mean, look at my poll. You had like 20,000 people in my poll that voted that they're not going to play Red Dead Online anymore. And those weren't people that just randomly voted. I asked people in the poll, only vote in here if you specifically like play Red Dead Online. And it was the like 20,000 people said that they were excited for the Blood Money DLC, but then they were so let down they're not playing the game anymore. 20,000 people. That's And the thing is, though, even if you take half of that number, even if it's just half, if like, I know some of those people might come back to the game if there's, like, a good update, but just take, like, half of 20,000. It's like 10,000. If a game lost 10,000 players, and they're never gonna, 10,000 players that are never gonna play the game again, that's really bad. That is really, really bad. I don't think that Red Dead Online is really, you know, boring, because there could be stuff added to the game. I just think that the game is neglected so badly that there's nothing to do. And the thing is, this same thing would have happened in GTA Online. If GTA Online didn't get updates, and instead it got, like, you know, barely anything, just, like, small contact mission updates, the game would be dying pretty fast, too. So it's just, this is, not something that's unique to Red Dead, but the big difference is GTA Online gets updated, and gets big updates, but Red Dead Online doesn't. And so that's why GTA Online...
Leave that guy alone.
Wait, what happened?
Just leave that guy alone, Evan.
What guy?
Move on.
Oh, Evan. Oh. Okay.
changing.
Did you hear about Call of Duty's new anti-cheat? No, I didn't. What is it? You're almost at 1 million. Thank you, Northern Hawk. Yeah, I just hit 991,000 today. Thank you, man. Well, I think that's gonna be the case, Patrick. I don't think they're going to have a big update on Red Dead Online. I think they already talked about a new business in GTA Online. GTA Online is getting a new business, and in this December. And the only thing we know about the update is it's gonna be a new business. It's not gonna be a heist. Rockstar literally said in the newswire it's gonna be a new business. And so, like, you know, I look at crap like that, and I basically think to myself, you know, how many businesses does GTA Online already have? It's like literally it's ridiculous. Like, GTA Online has so many businesses, and I'm not saying, like, you know, I'm not saying that GTA Online shouldn't get another business. It's not what I'm saying. But what I'm pissed about is that GTA Online is getting a new business, and Red Dead Online gets no mention of another update. Red Dead Online deserves a new business, not GTA Online right now. It's so infuriating. It's so frustrating. And it's like I don't even know what to do at this point, because it's like if we stop playing Red Dead Online as like a protest to Rockstar, you know, that would make the situation worse, because Rockstar would see there's even less people playing Red Dead Online, and they would just focus on GTA Online even more. So it's like, you know, I don't even know, you know, I don't even know what to do at this point. You know, the best thing might be to put on the clown outfits. That might be, you know, the best thing to do at this point. Again, because, like, I can't think of anything else to do to get Rockstar's attention. Rockstar's just a joker with this right now.
Oh, shit!
To be fair, they wouldn't mention Red Dead in a GTA-only related post. They didn't mention... No, Aaron, I'm sorry. I completely disagree with you. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. But I understand where you're getting at. That you're saying that they're not going to mention Red Dead in a GTA post, but at the same time, that was a post dedicated to the GTA trilogy. And in that, at the very bottom of that post, they made a mention about a new update coming out on GTA Online, a new business. That has nothing to do with the GTA trilogy. I know it's a GTA game also, but it has nothing to do with the GTA trilogy. And there have been posts where they talked about both GTA Online and Red Dead Online before. There have been posts where they've talked about both games at the same time. The least they could have done is they could have put in one small paragraph and just said, and get ready for a big Red Dead update this December. And they could have put something like that. But no, it's nothing like that. And that leads me to believe that I have no hope for Red Dead Online in December. Nothing. I have no hope for this game, because of just literally how badly they've treated, like, I think Blood Money was, like, pretty much my last straw, where I had hope that they might do something, but, like, Blood Money was a disaster. Like, that was just... Even though I don't play Red Dead Online, I still hope for the sake of the game, I still hope for the sake of the game that it gets decent-sized update in December. Well, thank you, Tricky Mario, thank you, man. And that's the thing is, thank you for the super chat. We need more of that, you know, that positive energy from, like, from other gamers, because like it's like if even if you don't play Red Dead Online, you should want Red Dead Online to get a good update also, because it's not fair to the Red Dead players. Because I've noticed that, like, you know, there is, like, you know, there's like a bunch of, like, GTA Online players that they only play, like, GTA Online, and they don't play Red Dead Online, which, you know, is their choice and all, but at the same time, they could care less that Red Dead Online is getting screwed this badly. And in fact, some of them would even prefer Red Dead Online to completely die, because they probably would want more GTA Online updates. They think that if Red Dead Online completely dies, they get more GTA Online updates. And my question to those people is, you know, how would you feel if it was the other way around? Because I remember when, you guys remember when Red Dead Online was first being announced? Remember that like 3 years ago? I remember there was so much complaining from like really hardcore GTA Online fans. Like there was a lot of complaining. And there were people that were basically saying like, oh, you know, Red Dead Online is going to come out. GTA Online is going to be screwed now. GTA Online isn't going to get any more updates. Rockstar's only going to focus on Red Dead Online. This isn't fair to GTA Online. Like all this complaining and everything like that. And it turns out it was actually the opposite. The complete opposite of that, where instead, Red Dead Online got screwed, and GTA Online got even more updates. Even though Red Dead Online was the fresh game. And those same people that were complaining that GTA Online was going to get screwed for Red Dead Online, they're totally fine if Red Dead Online getting screwed. They're totally fine. That's hypocritical. That is. And I remember I got into an argument with this one guy on Twitter who he said that doesn't make me a hypocrite because I never cared for Red Dead Online. But it kind of does make you a hypocrite, because think about it this way. If it was the other way around, where Red Dead Online was getting massive updates. Red Dead Online was getting, like, properties, maybe customizable trains, you know, bank robberies. Think of, like, the biggest possible updates. A lot of new guns. Like, massive updates. And GTA Online only got contact missions. Those same people who say they don't care for Red Dead Online, I guarantee you they'd be caring at that point. Not because they want to play the game, but because they'd be using it to complain towards GTA Online, saying, you know, Red Dead Online is getting all these updates, and GTA isn't. So that's the point that I'm making there. Oh, I got a few super chats. What are your top 3 favorite radio stations from GTA Vice City? Mine are Flash FM, Emotion Night, and Wave 103. What type of music would you like to see more of in future GTA installments? I'd like to see some good rock music, because I think that GTA 5 has some really bad rock music in it. Like, I didn't like the rock in GTA 5 as much as like as I did in the older GTA games, but V-Rock was probably my favorite station in Vice City. I liked Flash FM, Wave 103, and Fever. Thank you, Creel, thank you for the super chat.
Let's go to hell.
Rockstar doesn't just have clowns, they're the entire circus. Mile Hedgeworth. Well, thank you, Chas. The guy from Ace Attorney. I'm tempted to buy Red Dead Redemption 2, so I have an excuse to use the Stadia that I will get for free. But at this rate, I don't think the online part will be worth it. Well, thank you, Mark. It's just, this is just, yeah.
Damn, no.
Oh, no. Wait, gotta pick this guy up and deliver him really quick here.
The faster this one hangs, the better. Your reward.
What are your top 5 GTA villains? Number 1, Dimitri. Number 2, probably Tenpenny. Sonny Forelli. What do we got there? Martinez from Vice City Stories. Catalina. You know, the thing is, though, the weakest antagonist in the series before GTA 5 was Massimo in Liberty City Stories, the Sicilian mobster who he was the main antagonist in Liberty City Stories. But Massimo is even more like is a better antagonist than Devin Weston. Even though Massimo in Liberty City Stories only appears in like 2 missions, Massimo is just like look at what Massimo does in Liberty City Stories. Like he comes in from Sicily pretending to be he's a representative of the Sicilian mafia. He comes into Liberty City pretending to make peace between the Leone family and the Sindaco family, and instead what he does is he pits all the families against each other, tries to get all the gangs after the Leones so that the Sicilians can move into Liberty City and take the Leones' territory. And so he starts this massive mob war, and when you finally wipe out all the other gangs, and then you confront Massimo at the end of the game, like, Massimo just did much more damage than Devin Weston. Like, so Massimo was an even better villain than Devin Weston. Like, it was just, I never thought that Devin Weston was intimidating or scary or anything like that. Like, I thought that Dimitri, you know, Tenpenny, Martinez, You know, these guys were scary and intimidating. But, like, you know, and the Mendez brothers, they were scary. But, like, you know, Devin, he's not scary. I'm not scared of him at all. He's just a joke. He's annoying. That's it. He's not even, like, a strong character. He's just annoying. That's all it is with Devin. Devin Weston, yeah, I can't even remember who Devin is. Is the main antagonist of GTA 5 because he's a forgettable villain. You know, the only, you know, Devin Weston is a really bad villain. Like, it's like, and by bad, I mean that he's not an interesting character at all. He's just, you know, he's just a joke. Like, he's a really weak villain. Like, it's, the only other villain that I can think of that compares to Devin is Espinoza in Just Cause 4. Anybody play Just Cause 4 here? Like, Espinoza in Just Cause 4 sucked. Like, that guy was a joke. Like, he was a joke. Like, it was like Di Ravello in Just Cause 3 was a much better villain than Espinoza was in Just Cause 4. Like, that guy was like the most weakest dictator that you fought against in Just Cause. Like, that guy was just such a joke. And he was such a joke that I actually forgot his name originally. That's how I always remember Di Ravello. Di Ravello in Just Cause 3. I'll never forget Di Ravello. But I forgot, like, what's his name? Like, you know, Espinoza. Because Espinoza sucked so much.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we can run a quick bounty then. Or actually, you know what? Why don't I do a sale? Here, I got a moonshine. I'll get rid of that really quick.
Okay.
Is Steve from GTA 5 an antagonist? Yeah, he is. He's not the main antagonist, but he's an antagonist. Yeah, Avon was a joke as well. What about Salvatore in the GTA 3D universe? Salvatore is an ally in Liberty City Stories, but an antagonist in GTA 3.
Allons-y. Good. You have arrived. Bon. You are ready to drive, yes?
Top 5 worst excuses for Red Dead Online content. Well, that could actually be an interesting video. I'd have to think about that.
These customers have shown they have some good taste. Their palate is simple, of course, but given their lack of culture, I have to admit that they have chosen well.
The only
jugs will arrive quickly and in one piece. Yes.
Do you know who I actually thought was a better villain in GTA 5 than all the other ones? The Mr. Chang in the Triads, the Chinese Mafia. They were much cooler than like Devin or like Steve Haynes, but the Chinese Mafia only had just they were only in a few missions in GTA 5. They barely played a role in the story, but yet they were still much more interesting than like Devin or Steve Haynes or like, you know, those people. Okay, I'm gonna stop here.
We're gonna need to see what's in the back. Slow.
Yeah, the Triads.
We're doing wagon sweeps for illegal moonshine.
Martin, I didn't think Martin was really that scary. I thought that Martin's like original like you know, Martin's oh great. Martin's original appearance was kind of scary. When Franklin basically says to Michael that like all the witnesses against Martin just disappeared, you know, he was a little bit intimidating at first, but then Martin became kind of a joke like later in the story when he wanted you to that whole plot point made like no sense. It was like Martin called Michael and Trevor up out of nowhere to just like assassinate his cousin who was gonna testify against him. Like that made no sense like in the story. Because, like, this is the guy that really blew up your house. Like, so Michael blew up one of Martin's houses that he had for, like, his girlfriend. And, like, out of nowhere, like, Martin just randomly contacts Michael and Trevor, and he's like, I want you to kill my cousin that's gonna testify against me. Like, it made no sense. Like, the guy who destroys your house, you're gonna get him to kill your... Like, the whole thing made no sense. And, like, and if his cousin was to get away, Martin would have been screwed, because Martin would have been sent to prison. So, like, the whole plot of that whole plot point made no sense. The only thing that was, it was kind of funny when Trevor kidnapped Martin's wife, Patricia, and that was, like, maybe the only, like, fun plot point of that. But, like, the thing was just stupid. And then it was, like, what was it, like, Trevor bit off, like, Martin's ear, and that's what basically happened when he was at Martin's home. And so, basically, like, Trevor, like, bites off Martin's ear, or cuts his ear off, and then, like, Michael steals that statue, gives it to, like, Martin, and Martin is all like, okay, we're cool now, and everything like that. It's like, the thing just made no sense. Like, it was just, that plot point was just, like, really bad. I'd say that Steve was a better antagonist in GTA 5 than Devin. Yeah, I thank you, Mark. But, I really didn't like them all. Like, Martin I thought was kind of weak. What's his name? Steve Haynes sucked and Devin Weston sucked. Stretch was actually kind of an interesting villain, but he had, like, barely any screen time. Like, barely any time. Like, it was, what was it? Like, Stretch only had, like, 1 or 2 mission appearances. That was it. Like, it was just, I think he should have had a bigger role in the story. Oh, well, I'm not really sure, William. What about the leader of the Duggins in GTA Online? That antagonistic, was annoying too. The Duggins? Thank you for the super chat, Android. Oh yeah, weren't those the guys that, like, that Trevor blew up their meth lab? Yeah, if anything, do you know who should have been an antagonist in GTA 5? Johnny should have been an antagonist. If they were gonna kill off Johnny in GTA 5, they should have done it where he was Trevor's main antagonist. That's what they should have done. Where, like, Trevor fights all the way through, like, the Lost MC and then has, like, this big confrontation with Johnny or something like that. That would have been much better. But, like, but instead, what they did with GTA 5 is, Johnny's now apparently a meth addict, and, Trevor's gonna smash his head in with a bottle. So that's, like, that is apparently what Rockstar considers good storytelling these days. Oh, the O'Neills, right. The Duggins were the casino people, I'm sorry. The Duggins were the casino people, right. Okay, I got that mixed up. Did you like Trevor, Franklin, and Michael as the protagonist in GTA 5? I mean, I kind of liked them all. I thought Trevor was kind of an interesting and funny character, but I just always didn't like it about what he did to Johnny. I just never liked that. And then, like, as for Franklin, I thought that Franklin was gonna be my favorite character. Like, before GTA 5 came out, I thought that Franklin was gonna be my favorite character, but I was disappointed in Franklin. I was kind of bored with that character. And the reason is because, like, do you guys remember, like, when Rockstar did the, do you know when the thing is gonna start, by the way, Saucer? I think it's gonna start soon. It's probably
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. The reason I was so disappointed in Franklin, guys, is do you guys remember when Franklin had his first story trailer? So remember how each character had like a story trailer, Michael's story trailer, Trevor's story trailer, and Franklin's story trailer. Oh wow. Anyways, the trailer was kind of like misleading. Because when you looked at Franklin's story trailer, it showed like Franklin in like green, like, clothes, like fighting like ballas and stuff like that. And so You thought that you were basically gonna have like this whole like Grove Street storyline. Like that's literally what you thought you were gonna get with Franklin. But like Franklin is like an on and off again member of Grove Street. He's not even like a full member. He's more like an associate of Grove Street. That's it. And so like there was no Grove Street missions in GTA 5 that disappointed me so much. Like there was like a few missions. Like I know the part when you went to Grove Street to do the drug deal, and then you fight all the Ballas with Trevor and Lamar, and then there was a scene where you know, I know the scene at the factory, but, like, when I looked at that Franklin story trailer, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, when I looked at that Franklin story trailer, I thought that Franklin was gonna have, like, this big gang storyline, but he didn't. And that's what disappointed me so much. Like, I thought we were gonna get a good storyline like CJ did in, like, San Andreas. That's what I thought we were gonna get originally, but we didn't. And, like, you know, the Grove Street storyline in San Andreas is only, like, a small part of it. It's only, you know, the Grove Street storyline is only at the beginning and end of the San Andreas. But even though it's not that big of a part of the storyline, it has such a memorable moments in the storyline, the Grove Street missions. But, like, in GTA 5, there really isn't any Grove Street missions that are, like, that memorable. So it's just, Can I join your posse? Sure, Tim. Let me just see if my posse's full. Thank you for, sponsoring the channel, by the way. What is your name, Tim, in here? What's your, are you in the lobby? What's your name in here? Do you know what, in the next GTA game, you know, I hope they do 3 characters again, but if they do 3 characters again, I want to see them do, like, 3 characters like in GTA 4, not like in GTA 5, because, GTA 4 also had 3 characters, that's what a lot of people forget, and, but the difference is that in GTA 4, the 3 characters weren't friends or allies. And they all had their own stories. They all had their own main antagonists. You had Nico with Dimitri, you know, Luis with Bulgarin, and Johnny with Billy. So there was, like, all of these, you know, these characters had their own antagonists and their own storyline, and they all had, you know, their own abilities, you know, their own, you know, activities, you know, stuff like that, their own vehicles, their own houses and everything like that. And I know they had houses in GTA 5 too, but the point that I'm making is that I want like 3 different characters with 3 different storylines. That's what I'd rather prefer in like GTA 5. So like GTA 6. So like if they make a GTA 6 again, like, you know, what I would like to see is I would like to see one main character, like one character with like a huge story like Nico, and then they could do like 2 other DLC characters that they could bring in with like their own storylines later on. You know, I'd like to see something like that in the next GTA game. I'd much rather have that than like 3 characters that you switch back and forth between. So that's what I'd like to see. Let me see here. Did Tim type Tim Orb? Okay, let me see. Tim, hang on one moment. Oh, okay. Posse. Are you in here, Tim? I don't think you're in the session. I don't see you in.
Popped.
Yeah, I'm gonna join the. I'm gonna try to get you in this session right after this Fool's Gold, Tim. Thank you for sponsoring the channel again, Sista05. And thank you, Road to 1 million. What you think about the remaster trilogy? Thank you, Averio. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. Is there any tryhards on Red Dead Online? I mean, yes, but the thing is though, is that the tryhards in Red Dead Online, they mostly play in showdowns. Like, sure, you'll see them in free mode and stuff like that, but you know, they're mostly in showdowns. That's where, you know, tryhards are. Like, you'll have people that are like, you know, level 700 plus that will like instantly kill you in like showdowns and stuff like that. So they're in showdowns. But not really in, like, free mode. And the thing is, though, even, like, the, you know, I've met tryhards that are, like, you know, high levels in Red Dead Online. They don't attack me. They're friendly and stuff. So it's, like, you know, they're chill. Like, it's yeah. You don't really have to worry about people attacking you for no reason in Red Dead Online. It doesn't really happen. I know people see me getting shot when I stream, but you also have to remember I'm a YouTuber, and so there's gonna be morons that are just gonna try to target me just to get their, you know, their 1 minute of fame on YouTube. But like, if you're just a regular, you know, player, you know, you're not really gonna get attacked by people for no reason. It might happen from time to time, but it's not, like, a daily occurrence. So it's, which ability card do I have on right now? I should probably, I want to put Focus Fire on, yeah, here I go. Yeah, with this combination, I do a lot of damage. That was probably a sniper rifle. Yep. It was a good shot, though. Oh, good job, guys, with the armor. Like, we're doing really good here. Like, with the focus fire, I can kill people so fast. I can just aim for the chest. I don't really need to even aim for the head. Oh, thank you, Eric. I like Hilarious, but he said in a recent stream that Red Dead Online is more toxic than GT Online. There's no way that's just true. Thank you for the super chat there, Eric. You know, I like Hilarious. You know, he's a friend of mine. But, you know, I have to disagree with him on that. GT Online is just way more toxic. Like, it just is. You know, he probably feels that way because it's, you know, it's the game that he plays mainly. But, you know, I've played, you know, I have over a year played on GT Online. And when I say a year played, I mean a year played. I've been playing since 2013. That's how many days I've played on GT Online. And I've played Red Dead Online since it first came out, too. And, like, you know, I don't want to start an argument or anything. That's not my intention. But I just, you know, I just disagree. I think that GT Online is more toxic. It's not an attack on GT Online. It's not even an attack on people that play GT Online. Because a lot of my friends, and, you know, I don't really play GT Online much anymore, but a lot of my friends play GT Online. There are a lot of friendly people and nice people on GT Online. We played GT Online for years, and, you know, we played together. We had a lot of fun. But there's also really toxic people on that game. And, like, if you go into... The best way to test this, like, which game is more toxic, is go into, like, 10 lobbies on GT Online. Full lobbies, you know, over 30 players. You know, 30 players. Go into now 10 lobbies on Red Dead Online. You know, full. You know, you might not be able to find as many full lobbies on Red Dead Online as GTA, but try to find the biggest lobbies that you can in Red Dead Online. Now, what you want to do is, in those 10 lobbies... go to where all the players are hanging out. I know that in Red Dead Online it might be a little harder to find them because they're not on the map, but just go where the majority of players are. Like, if there's, like, a bunch of players in Valentine, or there's a bunch of players in, like, Saint Denis, just go there. And what will basically happen is walk up to the players. Like, walk up to them and wave. And just see, just as a test, see how many times you get shot in Red Dead Online when you wave at people. Now, go in GT Online, go on the same block as where all the people are. And literally just walk up to them. Don't even shoot them, just walk up to them and see, you know, which player base is more likely to shoot at you. Because I think most of us know the answer to that. Even the people that don't play Red Dead Online, a lot of them have to admit that GT Online is more toxic. Because it's just, there's, yeah. So, like, I just have to, I like Hilarious and all, he's a friend of mine, I don't want to start an argument, but, like, I don't know if he said that, but, you know, if he did say that, like you're saying, then I respectfully disagree. I just personally, my personal experience, in my opinion, I think that GT Online is just more toxic. That's not to say that, that's not to say that anyone, that there aren't toxic people on Reddit Online. There definitely are toxic people. I mean, look at what happened last week on the stream, when we got attacked by those cheaters. You know, people that were abusing glitches, you know, so that they wouldn't appear on the map. So there are really toxic people on Reddit Online, but the point that I'm making is, the rate that you encounter, like, the toxic people on Reddit Online versus, like, you know, GT Online, you're not really gonna, ah, great. Yeah, he was definitely using some tank cards there. You're just not gonna encounter it that much. Why don't you use flame arrows? I mean, I don't really use the bow and arrow much in PvP. It has gotten to the point that I only play GT Online in solo public lobbies. It's very easy to do on a PS4. Yeah, and I don't blame you, Mark. Like, a lot of people play in solo public lobbies because of just how toxic some public lobbies can be. The thing is, though, is... Like, tell me, guys. What are the chances? Like, the people that play GT Online a lot, tell me in the comments. What are the chances that you can find, like, a full 30-player lobby in GT Online and not have a war zone in that lobby? Like, where a bunch of people are just killing each other, coming at each other with oppressor Mark IIs and jets. Like, what are the chances of finding a lobby where 30 players are not killing each other? I'm not saying everybody in the lobby is killing each other, but what are the chances of finding a lobby where there's not a huge war zone somewhere in that map? Somewhere in the city or in Sandy Shore somewhere. And my lobbies don't count. I know some people are going to say, your lobbies are friendly. When I used to play GT Online, we used to fill up 30-player lobbies, but that was because we were all friends. So my lobbies don't count. I'm talking instead about random lobbies of randoms, like a 30-player lobby of randoms. Like, try to find one without, like, a war zone. It's very hard to do. I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's very, very hard to do. Very hard. Yes, he did say that in the stream. I was watching, and I respectfully disagree as well. Thank you, Eric. Any ideas on an update for Red Dead Redemption 2 that would bring a lot of players back and be different from the rest? I mean, I'd like to see... Thank you, Quinn, for the super chat. I'd like to see a house building update. I'd like to see an update where you can, like, get resources together, like logs, you know, other stuff, and then you can, like, craft a house, and you can build the house and stuff like that. So you have to, like, find logs and stuff like that in the world, and then you build the house. And there's, like, several places you can choose to build the house. And, like, if somebody else builds the house in the same place as you when you join another lobby, your house might be moved over to the side or somewhere else, you know, kind of like how Fallout 76 does it. So there's, you know, I'd like to see something like that. You can craft your own house, you can customize it on the inside. I think that would be a cool update. I'd also like to see bank robberies. I'd like to see that, definitely. Train robberies. There is a lot of stuff, too. GTA 5 is more toxic than Call of Duty. Both of them are pretty toxic, I'd say. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Does anyone need help selling anything? Like a wagon or anything? Like, anyone need help selling a moonshine? Anything, just let me know.
I have a moonshine we can try again.
Okay, sure. Let me just go and buy mash for my moonshine. I'm gonna trot by you, Harriet. I don't want you to spray me if you're poison. But here's the thing, guys. Now, here's the question. Why is GT Online more toxic than Red Dead Online? Why? There's 3 reasons that I can think of why. And for people that are going to say GT Online has more players than Red Dead Online, that's why it's more toxic. Not true. Because if you... yes, GT Online has more players. That is true. But if you take the same amount of people, if you take 100 random Red Dead Online players and 100 random GTA Online players, I guarantee you the 100 random GTA Online players are more likely to attack you than the 100 random Red Dead Online players. So now, why is Red Dead Online, why is GTA Online more toxic than Red Dead Online? The first reason is the pacing. Red Dead Online is a much slower paced game. This is a game that's set in the Wild West. You don't really have automatic weapons except for the machine gun. You bolt-action rifles, single-shot rifles, lever-action revolvers, semi-automatic pistols. That's the most that you're really going to have. You have horses. You don't have any overpowered vehicles. You don't have a way to get across the map and just blow somebody up instantly like in GTA Online. You actually have to walk up to them and shoot them. Because of that slow-paced action, it's going to attract a lot less of those people. A lot of those people that like fast-paced action are the people that play Call of Duty, and as you can guess, a lot of the people on Call of Duty are not necessarily the most friendly of players. So that's one reason. It's the pacing of the game. Remember when they actually increased the speed of the guns? Because the way the guns fire right now, they actually fire much faster than they did originally. Because Rockstar increased the speed on the guns, and they did that primarily for the people that like fast-paced stuff. So that's one reason that GTA Online is more toxic than Red Dead Online. It's the pacing. I'm just trying to think of the other two reasons. I just had them at the top of my head right now. Well, another reason is that Red Dead Online is less toxic than GTA Online, and I think this is probably the number one reason. What's the most important is that it's the age of the players that play, because a lot of the people that actually grief on GTA Online, like a lot of the people that do that stuff, blow people's cargo up, spam ghost organization, a lot of those people, they're kids and teenagers. A lot of the people that are doing that stuff. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with teenagers playing these games. I'm not even saying that, but I'm saying that kids and teenagers, they tend to be more what's the word that I'm looking for here specifically? They would tend to be more aggressive on games like this. They would just, kids, and teenagers specifically, when they play these games, they can yell at you and stuff like that. They're just not as mature. That's the word that I'm looking for, not as mature. And so that's, one reason. Red Dead Online is less toxic because Red Dead Online has a lot less kids and teenagers that play this game. A lot of the people that play Red Dead Online are adults. A lot of people are older players that play this game. And the reason the kids and teenagers don't like Red Dead Online is because of what I said before. Because it's a slower paced game. It doesn't have automatic weapons. It doesn't have vehicles. And so because of that, a lot of the kids, they don't like it. That's why, and so, I'd say a lot of the people that, do the griefing on GTA Online are kids and teenagers. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of them are. And the thing is, though, is I remember when I used to stream on GTA Online, when I would stream, I would have, griefers join me randomly and just attack me. But if I streamed, really late at night, on a school night, they would almost never join me because they had school the next day. And that was that was the thing. So it's honestly how can you prove that? Well, I mean, I don't really have concrete proof from it. I have my own personal experiences. That the people that I see playing Red Dead Online are mostly older players. That's just what I've seen. And I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me in the comments on that. A lot of the players that play Red Dead Online are older players. But a lot more younger players play GTA Online. Let me see, getting over to your moonshine business. Wait, why am I here? Saucer, are you at your moonshine?
Sorry, I had to switch lobbies, and now I'm gonna yank you in.
Honestly, it's weird to know you put so much time into GTA Online considering how much you hate its design and community. Having lots of friends must really be a blessing when it comes to gaming. No, you have me completely mistaken. I don't even hate GTA Online. I don't even hate its community. I'm just saying that GTA Online is just more toxic than Red Dead Online. There's just no denying that. GTA Online can be a pretty toxic game, even for the people that absolutely love what's going on in here. What the? Some kind of glitch. But okay, the floor is completely gone. But anyways, what I was saying is that GTA Online is just more toxic. There's just no denying it. It's not the same. By pointing that out, it's not that you're hating on GTA Online. I'm not hating on GTA Online because I point that out. Call of Duty is a pretty toxic game. And even the people that absolutely love Call of Duty will admit to that. Even the people that play Call of Duty every day will admit, yeah, Call of Duty is a pretty toxic game. So there's you know, it's just what it is. It's not it's not me hating on, you know, not GTA Online. And when I talk about the community, like you know, the toxic players, I don't know what happened in here. This is some kind of glitch. But like when I talk about like GTA Online, like the level of harassment that I experienced on GTA Online is like nothing in comparison to the level of harassment that I've experienced on Red Dead Online. And I know some people are going to say, you're a YouTuber, that's why you get harassed. But even if you're not a YouTuber, even if you just play GTA Online and you play Red Dead Online, tell me, which game are you more likely to get harassed in? Which game are you more likely to encounter toxic players in? It's really, you know, when you think about it, it's obvious which the answer. So that's not me attacking GTA Online or even saying that I hate GTA Online. It's just me simply saying that this is what GTA Online is like. I've played GTA Online for over a year. I wouldn't have played the game for over a year if I didn't like it. And like I said, when I say I played the game for over a year, that's over 400 days played. That's not just playing it for 1 year. That's 400 days, over 400 days. I played it since 2013. That's 400 days of playtime. It's over 400 days. So it's like 450 days I have something like that there. That's how much time I have on GTA Online. What were you saying, Saucer?
Game broken.
It's you got a glitch?
Yes. I accuse you. Why did you break this game? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have to log out and restart or something.
Yeah, this is
I can't even run outside.
These moonshine glitches are still existing 2 years later. That's just disgusting about it. I also like the game, but I had to take a long break due to toxicness. Sorry for my misunderstanding. It's okay. Don't worry about it, dude.
Like, I couldn't even bring up the interaction to join a different lobby, so I had to quit.
Ah, great. Okay, I just got shot the moment I exited the... Oh, and the third reason. Now it literally comes to my mind now. Literally, just because this moron that just shot me, this is why Red Dead Online is actually less toxic. This has actually just proved my point. The third reason, so I said before, the 3 reasons that Red Dead Online is less toxic than GTA Online. The slow pace of the game. The game is slower paced, so you're not going to have all the fast-paced players on the game. The second reason is the players in Red Dead Online tend to be more mature. The third reason is there's better anti-griefing mechanics in Red Dead Online. In Red Dead Online, when somebody griefs you, there's much better ways to deal with that and to counter that than in GTA Online. In GTA Online, there's almost nothing you can do when somebody griefs you. There's very few things that you can do. But in Red Dead Online, you can parlay somebody where they can't kill you for 10 minutes. You can go into defensive mode. When you're in defensive mode, they actually have to lock onto you. So when you're in defensive, I mean, they have to go into free aim. So that's what's good about it. So even when you encounter toxic people like this is literally what happens. I think these are some of the people probably from last week again. I don't even know who's who at this point. I'm just gonna get on out of here. I don't want to shoot the wrong person now. Okay, I have defensive enabled now. Okay, I'm gonna join your session, Saucer. Oh, there's a super chat? I'm sorry. I regularly play with 12 on GTA Online, and they're quite mature in comparison to some older players. Thank you, Mario. Well, yeah, I mean, thank you for the super chat. I get where you're coming from. And look, I'm not criticizing, like, you know, kids and teenagers playing these games. I'm not saying, you know, that's bad. Because, like, when I was a teenager and kid, I played the old GTA games. I was 8 years old when I played Vice City. So I'd be a massive hypocrite by saying that, you know, kids shouldn't be playing games like this. That's not what I'm getting at all. What I'm just saying is that when kids play these games, they tend to be, you know, they tend to be less mature. Older players tend to be more mature. That's not to say there aren't immature older players. There definitely are. But, like, a lot of times, it's a lot of the people that you get killed by in these games are kids. Oftentimes, kids and teenagers that are doing this stuff. I mean, even when I, when I played, like, GTA Online in, like, 2013, how old was I when I played it? I was, like, what, 19 years old? when I played GTA Online in 2013. When I was in lobbies on PS3, I killed people for no reason. I did that. You know, I would drive up and run people over, and I did that because there's nothing really else to do in the game. It was boring. And I mean, I was 19, so I was kind of a young adult, but I was, you know, more immature at that time and stuff. And so, like, you know, I wasn't, like, griefing or anything like that. I wasn't, like, following people lobby to lobby, but sure, I killed people for no reason in lobbies. I did that before. But, like, I've, you know, I stopped that. I stopped doing that when I was, like, you know, 2015, 2016. I never really killed anybody for no reason again after that point. The only time I killed people is when they attacked me or if it was an accident.
Me and your boss? We'll be running this whole thing.
Thoughts in Vice City Remastered. I'm excited for it, Tristan. I'm excited for all 3 games. I'm also really excited for GTA 3. I want to see what GTA 3 is going to look like. I had a warming welcome on Reddit Online, while in GTA Online I was immediately killed. Yup. Will I ever do a 5-hour stream again? Sure, in the future, but, you know, I did that long-hour stream the other day because I wanted to complete El Este in Far Cry. Thank you, Lil Ricky. Pro, you say you don't have any more videos ideas for Reddit, but why don't you do more videos like your Ansberg video? You could make a video on who the Skinner brothers were in real life, like videos where you compare Red Dead and stuff in real life. Oh yeah, I know about that, Ricky. I know about that, and I have, you know, plans to make videos like that. I actually have a video on the early American Mafia coming out and, like, comparing Angelo Bronte. So I definitely do have videos like that, ideas like that. What I'll say is that, those videos just take a lot of time to make. Because I have to, when I do, like, those historical, like, Red Dead videos, like, they take a lot of time to make. Because, like, the Ansberg video, for instance, like, the information that I put out in the Ansberg video, I knew, like, 95% of that information already. But, I had to, like, double-check. I had to double-check my sources and everything like that just to make sure that I wasn't wrong on anything. And so I looked everything up just again, once again, make sure I did a lot of research in that Ansberg video when I talked about that and stuff, and,
Tyler behind us. Kill whoever that is.
Is it a griefer?
Just kill him. I don't like that. There's a whole posse spawning in. Get him.
I mean, I don't know if we should open fire on people. We don't know who they are.
Yes, we should. Yes, we should. And I'm the most passive person you can imagine. Come on. These guys are clearly trying to grief us. The deers.
Running over NPCs in a Mafia Sentinel with double clip FM on the radio was a bliss, so thank you, Mark. You're talking about GTA 3 there. Yep. The Mafia Sentinel was one of the best cars in the game. It was a 4-door car, and it was actually really fast, too. So it was, that was a great car in GTA 3. Let's go to a different lobby after this sale here.
They will clearly they're following us. So it kind of doesn't matter.
How close are they to us? There we go, delivered.
Not close enough.
Was that one of them? Were
Yeah.
those the same people from the other lobby that started shooting?
Yes.
Oh, they
Yes.
were. That's why, I guess.
They failed.
Wait, was that was the guy that was
Oh my
trying to
God.
kill us? He was like literally like that was him right
Yes.
behind us. Oh, he was so close to ruining it
They
then.
need
That
to
was
go to griefing school. No. They need to go to griefing school. They're terrible at it.
Let's get out of this lobby though. Let's go to a different lobby. Could you pull us? Could you, as a posse, pull us into somewhere else? What's the creepiest thing in Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2? The creepiest thing in Red Dead Redemption 1 is the strange man. The creepiest thing in Red Dead Redemption 2, either the Murphys, the Skinner brothers, or the Ansburg pig farm couple. That's one of those three. But you want me to tell you guys something? The Ansburg pig farm couple, they were actually based on real people. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm gonna look up what they were called again. But they were called something else. Hang on. I just type in Wild West serial killer family and it'll come up. Like, okay, they were called the Bloody Benders. That's what they were called. Look up Bloody Benders on Google. Bloody Benders. It's Bender spelled like Bender in Futurama, the same way. They were a serial killer family, so they were an entire family of serial killers, and they were in the Wild West. They were in Kansas, basically what they did. They're a little bit different than the Ansburg pig farm couple because the Ansburg pig farm couple, they it's like a brother and a sister that married each other. It's a bit disturbing. The Ansburg families, the real family, the Bloody Benders, were also really disturbing. But basically, they were a family. There was a mother, a father, and a son and a daughter. And they had like this little small little in-house. And so, people would come up the road and they would they would stay at the in-house. They would get something to eat. And what would happen is there'd be like a white curtain actually in the same room where the people would eat. And the guest that would be invited into the house, they would be really friendly. They'd invite you in the house just like the Ansburg pig farm couple. There'd be a white curtain, and the victim would sit always right behind the white curtain would be behind them. And so what would happen is the son would actually sit behind the curtain with like an axe or some kind of like knife. And he would basically just hit the person on the head with the axe. And then the daughter would activate a trap door, and the trap door would actually dump like the person in like the basement. And there was like an underground room they had there. And so they dumped the bodies in there and they'd kill them. And you're probably wondering, why would they do that? Why would they just kill all these people? The reason they were killing all the people, they were robbing them. They were taking their money. So they would kill them and they would take all their valuables and everything like that. That's what they would do. And so it's very similar to the Ansburg pig farm couple, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, they don't like hit you with an axe and like throw you in a trap door. In that one, they just drug you. They put something in your food, they knock you out, and then they kill you, and then they dump you like in some mass grave, and then they rob you of your stuff. And then when you come back to the house, you can find like all the stuff that they've taken from people. So it's like that was like a real thing. And if you want to know what happened to the serial killer family, like they killed some important person. I'm trying to remember who it was, like a general or a doctor. It was somebody important that they killed, and like an important person went missing. And so basically what happened was the sheriff came into the area, started searching around and everything like that. And what ended up happening is one person ended up sitting at the house and like he would not eat at the he wouldn't eat in front of the curtain. He's like, no, I want to sit here. And they would get like really angry with him and aggressive that he didn't sit behind the curtain. And so the guy like got freaked out and left. And then he like reported it to the sheriff. And then when the sheriff came to the house, like they were all gone. Like none of them were there. And then there was like the sheriff like smelled blood. He smelled like, because like when somebody's dead, there's this unique smell that comes off. And like if you're a detective, if you're a police officer, unfortunately, you know that smell. You know what a dead body smells like. It has that unique, horrible smell. And like even if there's no dead body anywhere, if you're like a cop and you smell that, you know somebody's been killed there. And so like the sheriff smelled it. He smelled like the dead bodies and stuff like that. Parlay. And so what ended up happening is the family ended up fleeing. They were never found. The serial killer family escaped. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you can go back to the house and kill them both, but in real life, the serial killer family escaped, so nobody knows what happened to them. There was, like, a story that one of the sons died in the desert, but, like, it was never confirmed. So it's unknown what exactly happened to them. But I could do, like, a lore video on that, talking about, like, what really happened and stuff. But that's who the Ansberg pig farm couple were based on. Very creepy story. Did you know that smell? Could you recognize it? No. I don't know what it smells like. That's the only thing I know about that is because I was taught that in school because I graduated in law enforcement technology, so I wanted to be like a detective. That's what I was gonna possibly do. Maybe even be a prosecutor one day. That's why I like Ace Attorney a lot. I learned about that in school, that, like, dead bodies have a specific, unique smell to them, and pretty much, any cop that's a veteran on the force, or any detective, is gonna know exactly what that smell is. So that's just, that's what I know about it. That's why detectives can tell if somebody's been dead. Like, even if there's no body, they can tell there's been a dead body just by the smell. So that's why whenever you watch, like, movies and stuff like that, and the detective is like, there's been a dead body here, like, they know because of the smell. It's that unique smell. Am I in a posse still here? Oh. Saucer, you don't need help selling anything else?
No, I'm good.
Does anyone else need help selling anything? Like, just let me know if you guys... Oh, and I was supposed to invite Tim. I'm sorry about that.
I think Brandon has something to sell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got distracted by my storytelling there, Tim. Tim, are you in this lobby by any chance? I know you said you wanted to play with me earlier. Oh, yeah, I'd love a story with Jack Marston. No, I'm on PlayStation 4. Well, I'm playing on PS5, but I'm playing a PlayStation 4 game on PS5. How do I join your lobby? What's your PSN again, Tim? I can't add anyone right now because my friends list is full, unfortunately, but, you can send, like, you can probably add Saucer. Do you have any chance of space on your friends list? Because Tim, he wants to join. I know he's friendly. I can add you later, Tim. I just have to decide on who I'm gonna delete because I would just have to look through my friends list, and I just don't want to do that on the stream right now. But I can add you later. Saucer or somebody else in this lobby could probably invite you right now, and you could play with us. Okay, his PSN is right there. Tin Orb 67 YT. If any of you guys in my posse want to add him. Also, be careful who sends you a friend request, Tim. Because some of those people that were griefing before might try to add you, so just be careful on that. Just see who sends you a friend request. If it was somebody in my posse, they're all cool. But if it's somebody that you don't recognize, I wouldn't add them unless you know who they are.
If I get a friend request, I'll accept it.
Oh, okay. Send Saucer Cats a friend request, Tim. Yeah, Saucer Cats. Oh, and, there's a bonus on Call to Arms right now, right? I think there is. Pro, can you play Resident Evil 8 for Halloween? Thank you for the super chat, Undead Coyote. I'm not really into Resident Evil, but I will have a good game that I'm going to be playing on Halloween. Well, really close to Halloween. So 1 week before Halloween, I'll be playing a horror game. And it's coming out, it's called, okay, so we started getting all the maps back. We have the maps back now. Okay, here we go. That. Which ones are a bonus right now? I'd have to check. Was it, Does anyone know why one Hauser brother quit, or is it still a mystery? It's still a mystery. But, what I'm gonna play on, like, 1 week before Halloween is the Dark Pictures House of Ashes. If you guys know that game. It's gonna be a horror game where you play as like special forces and stuff like that, but it's gonna be like an interactive game. It's the sequel to that game, Little Hope. Remember that game I played last year with like the witch trials and stuff like that? They're making another one, and it's coming out in like, it's coming out next week. So it's 1 week from now. It's coming out. And the story in that game, it's gonna be. I'm gonna start up a posse here. The story in that game this time, because like every single Dark Pictures game is a different horror story. The story in this one is it's gonna be like it's 2003 when the U.S. invaded Iraq. So like the first few weeks of the invasion of Iraq. And, like, in the game, you play as, like, U.S. Special Forces, and then I think there's one Iraqi character that you also play as. But you play as U.S. Special Forces mainly, and basically what happens is the U.S. are, like, fighting the Iraqi army in some kind of, like, battle. And what happens is they get, like, they get thrown into some underground pit. So the ground below them starts collapsing, and they fall into some, like, ancient Sumerian ruin. And the Sumer is actually the first recorded human civilization. So, like, over 2,000 years ago, they were the first civilization that was actually like recorded, the first major one. And so basically, these U.S. Special Forces that you play as, they fall into that like this underground like ancient ruin, and then they start getting chased by this like ancient monster that's like in the ruins and stuff like that. And in the game, you can beat the game with everyone surviving, or you can beat the game with everyone dying. And so I'm gonna try to beat the game with everyone surviving. But the thing is, I don't know like how that game is gonna work, because every single Dark Pictures game that you played, you never really had a gun. So I don't like in that game they have assault rifles, so I don't know how that's gonna work differently. And maybe the monster is gonna be like immune to guns, or maybe like you lose the guns or something, like when you fall through an area or something like that. Maybe that happens. So I don't know exactly what's gonna be going on here. Okay. Who's this person that's following me? It's probably going to change to defensive mode here.
Okay, Ken is in the lobby.
What, Saucer?
Your new friend is in the lobby.
Oh, he is. Okay, hang on one moment here. Tin, there he is. Oh, you're pretty high rank, Tin. You're level 200. Okay.
Also, 3 goldfish.
Who?
But 3 goldfish, 12.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a call to arms right now. So we're gonna do a survival. Are you gonna rejoin the posse, by the way, Saucer?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do a call to arms right now. These griefers looks like they're following me lobby to lobby. So they can't follow us in call to arms. That's just,
Hey, give me a minute to just switch weapons.
Okay. They got knocked off the horse.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Also, if you guys can use free aim and call to arms, I think it'd be a lot more fun if we all play with free aim. What?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd just be a lot more fun if we all do free aim when we do survival. I think I'm gonna choose Blackwater. We'll do Blackwater. Try to survive there. Okay, there we go. Me and my dad played Man of Medan, and we ended up we ended up killing everyone. Well, you want to know something scary? I'll tell you about it. The Man of Medan is actually based on a true story. I don't know if you guys know that. The horror game, the one on the ship. The characters in the game are fake, obviously, but the ship was actually apparently a real ship. And so this was like a ship that was like in Southeast Asia. This was like right at the end of World War II. Like literally right at the end of World War II. And what happened, this is like a big, big ship. It was transporting some kind of cargo. And they send out a distress signal. And the SOS, I think the SOS said something like everyone on the ship dead, captain included, dog as well. And then the final SOS said, I die next, or something like that. And what actually happened is in the game, you can actually find that exact SOS, which says, I die next. When you go to the SOS station, you can find the SOS operator dead. And so in the real life story, what actually happened was the Dutch Navy boarded the ship, and they found like just dead bodies on the top of the ship. Like everyone was dead, and their faces were like horrified. But they weren't able to tell exactly what killed them. Like there was no damage to the bodies or anything like that. It's a little bit different than the game, because in the game the bodies are damaged. They have like gunshots, they're stabbed, like things like that. But in real life there was no damage to the bodies, so they couldn't tell exactly what happened. Thanks for letting me join your posse. No problem, Tin. And so what ended up happening is the Dutch Navy, they went deeper inside the ship, and when they started going inside the ship, it started getting colder and colder. And so they freaked out because, like, up top, it was, like, well over 100 degrees because this is Southeast Asia. And literally, down below, it was getting much, much cold. I don't know what the exact temperature was, but it was getting colder and colder. And so they freaked out. They said, we're not going down there. Like, they didn't want to go down there. And basically what happened is they didn't even want to stay on top of the ship. They're like, let's get back to our ship, and we'll tow it back to shore and investigate then. And so they decided to tow the ship back to shore, but what happened was the ship blew up, like, right after they got back to their other ship. So none of the Dutch Navy died, but the ship just blew up, and it sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And nobody knows exactly what happened to the ship. Like, no one knows why the crew members were dead mysteriously. It's never been solved. Like, it's a really creepy mystery. And why the ship exploded. What is it? Yeah, so the ship exploded, and, like, I made a documentary talking about this. I think it got, like, 50,000 views, so a lot of people actually saw my documentary talking about the ship, and, like, I thought that, like, the explosion might have been, like, a government trying to cover something up or something like that. Basically, the most popular theory on what actually happened to the ship, and let me skip the present preparations here, is that the ship was carrying a chemical weapon. That's what a lot of people thought. The ship was carrying a chemical weapon because the ship wasn't registered anywhere. It wasn't on a registry. And some people say the ship wasn't real, that it was just a made-up story. But the fact that so many people told this story and that, like, no one doubted it from that original people that told it, like, I don't, like, not one person in that, like, would have said, like, that this story is fake that was involved in that. So, like, I think that the story was real. And the CIA also kept, like, documents on the ship, like, several decades later. So why would the CIA keep documents on this ship also, if the ship wasn't real? So I think that the ship was in fact real. Oh, let me change my aim here to free aim. In the video game, the explanation for why everyone died in the ship is that the ship was carrying a Japanese chemical weapon. And that the Americans were trying to take that chemical weapon back to the US. And the weapon was against the Geneva Convention. And that's why they were taking such a weird route, like, to get back to California. And they were like, it wasn't on a registry because of that. It wasn't registered because it was a violation of the Geneva Convention what they were carrying. The Japanese chemical weapon that they took in the game, it was probably from Unit 731, which is like a real, like, Japanese biological chemical, laboratory in Manchuria in China. And the Japanese did some really horrible things there. Really, really horrible things to people. And and after World War II, the Japanese scientists that were actually involved in Unit 731, they never faced any criminal charges. And the reason for that is because the condition was that they hand their research over to the US government, and in exchange, they won't be prosecuted for that. So the scientists that committed those horrific, like, war crimes, they never got prosecuted for that. And that's the theory, is that the ship was carrying a chemical weapon from Unit 731. The chemical weapon leaked somehow. It started leaking during the voyage, and it killed the entire crew. That's why there was no damage to the bodies, because the chemical weapon is what killed everyone. In the game, it's the same thing. It's a chemical weapon that's responsible. But in the game, the chemical weapon works a little bit differently, because in real life, the theory is that it was like a gas that just killed everyone. But in the game, it's a gas also, but the gas actually causes people to go crazy and causes them to see, like, hallucinations and kill each other. So that was, the whole thing of Man of Medan. Man of Medan was based on a true story, so people know that. It was inspired by a real event that actually happened. the ship, the biggest difference between the game and the ship in real life is that the ship sunk. It got blown up in real life, but in the game, it was that the ship was like stranded out at sea for like 70 years. So, that was the story with the ship. The Dark Pictures Man of Medan. It's a really scary, it's a pretty, pretty creepy game. I'll help you after this thing, Brandon. We're just doing a call to arms right here, right now. The crazy thing is, I actually knew about that horror story before the game came out. So I knew about the ship before the game came out, and then they made a game, and like I saw the gameplay initially, like the first when they released the first demo of the game, and then I was like, oh great, it's just another boring horror game. And then what ended up happening was I was like, wait, this is based on the Orang Medan. I was like, wait, this might actually be interesting, seeing like what their explanation for it is and stuff like that. When I found out it was the Medan, I was like, oh wait, I'm kind of interested in this game now and stuff. I hate it when they do that, when they just run around like that. Oh, is he really gonna come up here? Is he... I can't believe he was that dumb. Okay. Where are they coming from? Are you streaming the new Dark Pictures game or uploading parts? I'm gonna upload parts. I'm gonna do it like, you know, it's probably gonna be like an hour long on each part. Because I always, whenever I played the Dark Pictures games, I would always end off on the part when the curator starts talking. So like when the curator starts talking, that's when I end each part. Kind of like how when I do the Ace Attorney parts, I ended on the part when it says to be continued. That's why some parts are really long, some parts are kind of short, because I always ended on the part where it says to be continued. Thank you, Alpha. I don't understand. What are you saying, though? No, look at that wind, too. Huh. What day are we starting it? We'll play co-op when it comes out, Lewis. We'll do that, because I'll be playing co-op with my friend on it also. Why don't you play Undead Nightmare on Halloween? I mean, I'd like to do the first Red Dead game before I do Undead Nightmare. Got him. you get burned out of gaming? I mean, sometimes, not really, because I have so many different games I can play. He survived that shot? Okay. Good work, everyone. We're doing amazing work on this so far. Oh, we lost an ally. Oh no. I'm loving the Red Dead Online streams. The Ace Attorney videos are amazing. Yeah, and I'm really close to the end of Ace Attorney, guys. It's gonna be finished this week. I'm on the final case. We're the final Ace case at trial.
It ain't up to me. The law says I gotta kill you.
I wouldn't say Red Dead is an RPG. I mean, it's an open world game. It has some RPG elements to it, but I wouldn't say it's an RPG. Yes, I did play Until Dawn, and I beat Until Dawn too. Until Dawn was a good game. Look at that shot. That was a really far one. Okay. Is Battlefield 3 your favorite Battlefield game? No, Battlefield 1 would probably be. I like Battlefield 1 as my favorite one because I like the World War 1 setting, because DICE was really brave to do World War 1. Because very few shooters actually do World War 1, and so I respect DICE a lot for doing World War 1 as a setting. Because it's often a very forgotten war in video games and stuff like that, so it's, I always like that setting that they did. Is your full name is iPhone Pro? Please answer. Is your full name is I don't understand what my full name iPhone? What? Thank you, Alpha, for the super chat. I don't understand though. Good shot. Yeah, I think the survival mode in this game is so much more better than the survival in GTA Online. I like how you went, whatever when you got orbed in GTA Online. Well, thank you, Mario. I've just been so used to it, of just, you know, people doing that stuff that it just doesn't, you know, I don't really have much of a reaction to it anymore. I don't even have a reaction much when people shoot me in Red Dead Online, too. Can you play Just Cause 2? Oh, you bet, man. You betcha. I'll play Just Cause 2, what is it, I don't know when. Maybe this December, actually. I don't know, because that's definitely on my list to do. Just Cause 2 and Just Cause 3. Oh yeah, he did. PvP Cats hit 100,000 subscribers. I'll stop by his video, later. And congratulate him on that. That was today, right? Yeah, he's, I'm really happy for him. He's a good guy. I got iPhone 13 Professional. I thought you are selling? No? Well, thank you for the super chat. What's new in Red Dead Redemption 2? I've not played in over a year. Honestly, Quinn, thank you for the super chat, but I'll tell you, not much. There's barely anything. What was it? Let me just survive this wave here, Quinn, and I'll tell you like a good video to watch. That will probably explain everything that's happened in the last year. Here. Oh, thank you, Eric. Have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to bed. Have a good night. When is the next Far Cry stream? Tomorrow, probably. I'm gonna probably have my GTA lore video out tomorrow. I hope that I can get to it in time, because I still have to edit it a bunch tonight. If I don't get to edit it tonight, to finish it tonight, guys, it'll be up on Sunday, but I'm like halfway done with a lore video on GTA that's gonna be really good. It's either gonna be tomorrow or Sunday that's gonna come out. Hey Pro, how are you today? Can't wait for the final episode of Ace unless we get a court recess. It's gonna be a good one. Well, thank you, gamer. Thank you for the thank you for sponsoring my channel again, man. And I know I see you're really liking Ace Attorney. It probably reminds you a little bit of Mega Man Legends, doesn't it? I mean, I know it's completely different, but it's made by the same developer. You can tell. And so I really like Ace Attorney. It's a great game. I would highly recommend anyone play it. And the Ace Attorney is proof that you don't even need voice actors to make a good game, because that game is almost entirely text. Oh, I just fell off the roof. That game is almost entirely text. There are a few voice moments, but it's almost entirely text, and it has such a good story, even though it has like no voice actors. So like the story and the cases are just so well done. The characters are interesting. They're not boring at all. Like the setting is cool, like, you know, Victorian era London, like also Japan in the Meiji period. So it's this really cool, like, a good setting. And iPhone Pro equals iPhone Professional. You seller? No, I don't sell iPhones. But thank you, Alpha, for the super chat, man. Damn, I hate when they do that.
Say hello to Jesus for me.
Why did the whole GTA sky explode with lightning? I don't know anything about that myth. I heard there was like an alien thing, but I don't know more than that. Thank you for the thank you for the super chat. And then I was gonna answer the other question here. What was it? Oh yeah, Quinn. What's new in Red Dead Redemption 2? I haven't played in over a year. Quinn, go on my channel. Go on my channel and look up the video. It's called 2020 was a terrible year for Red Dead Online. Just look up that video. 2020 was a terrible year for Red Dead Online, and that video will explain everything that happened in that 1 year that you did play. And then also, there's also another video. Check out a video called on my channel afterwards called Red Dead Online Blood Money Review. Why the Blood Money DLC is a disaster. Why the Blood Money DLC is a disaster. And that video, basically, the 2020 video covers every DLC except Blood Money DLC, and then the review covers the DLC on Blood Money. It was a really bad DLC that came out, like really bad. Oh, how am I missing? I'm usually pretty good at sniping. Ever played Assassin's Creed games? Yeah, I played all of them except Origins and Origins Odyssey and yeah, Origins Odyssey and the Viking one. Valhalla, I think it's called. Does that one have a machete? Okay. Actually, no, I just like the atmosphere and story directions, which happens Capcom made the 2 games. Yeah, well, Gamer, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a very strong chance that the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles might get an anime. There's a very strong chance on that, and it might be the same cases from the anime, because I don't know if you know this, but the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, it's basically it's all a prequel. Well, it's a prequel where no characters appear, but some of the characters in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles are the ancestors of the characters in the original Ace Attorney games, because the Ace Attorney games take place in modern times. It's the same basically, style trial and everything like that. And it's, modern day cases. But that one takes place, over 120 years ago, and some of the characters are actually based on, like, their ancestors from modern day. Yeah, it's really good. The stories are really good, and it's a lot of fun. And Gamer, you've watched me play the Ace Attorney Chronicles, so even though my Ace Attorney videos don't get as many views as my other content, you can tell from watching it that I really do enjoy that content, can't you? Like, I really like that game. Like, it's just, I have so much fun when I do playthroughs of that game. The best part of Ace Attorney is when you figure it out. Like, that's the best part. When you figure everything out, when you're like, wait, that's how he did it. And then, like, you put everything together. It's like that's, like, the best part. When you figure out, like, the conspiracy and everything and all the other stuff. Because a lot of the cases have conspiracies and then, like, multiple people are involved and stuff. And it's, like, some giant plot. And then you bring the whole plot down on them. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna, Saints Row is gonna be coming very soon. Any person that judges you for doing different content other than GT Online is not a true fan supporter and doesn't accept you for who you are. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you, man. That does mean a lot to me. Thank you, man, for that. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, I always, I did think that way too. And I do think that way. Like, it's like if somebody's not interested in the Ace Attorney like content, that's fine and all. Everyone has their different opinions. Everyone has their likes. I can understand if some people aren't interested, but like oh my, I'm a hat. I should probably get this here. But like when some people get like really nasty to me, like they get nasty and stuff like that, and then they threaten to unsubscribe because like I'm doing like a different game or like playing Ace Attorney, then I'm thinking to myself like did they really support me in the first place if they're gonna get all that mad at me just because I'm playing a different game? And it's like, and when I see stuff people do like that, and I see people like they instantly unsubscribe when I do Ace Attorney, I do like I do think that like they probably never subscribed to me for me as a person. They probably only subscribed to me for GTA content, GTA Online, just to see that, not to necessarily see me. And so when they didn't get that GTA Online content, they got really mad and unsubscribed. It is what it is. There's not much more that you can do about that. But like a lot of YouTubers, they go through this, this chapter. Basically, they start out on one game, they get popular on one game, and then they want to move on to other games. They want to play other content and do other content. And a lot of their, the people that like watch them like get really nasty to them. They don't want to give their other content a chance. And the YouTubers are also scared they're gonna unsubscribe, and that happens and stuff, unfortunately. Can't forget the giant boxing glove. Yep. Well, thank you for the super chat there, gamer. I'm watching yours since 1990. I'm your smallest fan. I wasn't even alive in 1990. I was born in 1994. But, I mean, thank you for the super chat, man. Oh, the armored guy is here. Okay, it's starting. This is starting to get harder now. Yeah. What are they doing? They're like, they're all running around the side of that building over there. Let's see if I can flank them. Are they going up on the rooftop? What?
The law's gonna put you down for good.
Damn, Tyler, you got over 100 kills. Hopefully get some more rifle express ammo here. Oh, not necessarily. What the? I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger. I pressed R2 and didn't shoot him when he was... When is Ace Attorney? Either tomorrow or today or tomorrow. You said something about Red Dead Redemption 2 deserving a remaster. Why do you think that? Well, the reason I was saying is because GTA 5 has been ported to just 3 systems already. PS3, PS4, and now PS5, or Xbox 360, Xbox One, and now Xbox Series X on separate versions. And literally, my argument was that Red Dead Redemption 2 deserves a port to PS5 with better graphics and everything like that, not like GTA 5, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is still fairly new. And remember, GTA 5 came out like, what was it, 2 months before the PS4 came out? And so GTA 5, you know, got a PS4 port. No one complained about that because they wanted it to be able to play on PS4 with better graphics. But then Red Dead Redemption 2 came out 3 years after Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. The PS4 came out, so by logically, it'd make more sense for Red Dead Redemption 2 to get a PS5 port, not for GTA. Your GTA story walkthroughs are great. My favorite is GTA 4, but I grew up on that game. Yup, GTA 4. I played it when I was 13. I remember that game so well. I know the CEO of Google, but they don't know me. Well, thank you for the super chat, Alpha. Thank you, Jesse, also. We gotta watch out for the snipers. I'm being rushed right now. Damn, this guy. Oh, what is he doing? A real true fan, supporter like me of your channel will defend you against the haters and won't hesitate to confront them. I admire your honesty. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for the super chat. And we always do content on this channel what we want to do, like what I consider fun and what games I want to play. Like not for views, but for sometimes some of the stuff I do might get a lot of views, but it's, you know, it's always primarily about, you know, what we enjoy doing. And so even when I started doing Ace Attorney, I knew that Ace Attorney that I wasn't gonna get that many views on Ace Attorney, and I knew that I was probably gonna have a bunch of people unsubscribe when I did Ace Attorney, but you know, I still did it because I like that game, and it's my favorite game of 2021, and that's what matters to me the most. If somebody's gonna get all mad and unsubscribe from me, what, because I'm doing some Ace Attorney videos, you know, then, you know, so be it. You know, it's their choice. Hey, what do you think of MSXFM and Rise FM and GTA 3 and Liberty City? These are my favorite radio stations in both games. I listen mostly to Head Radio and Lips, though. I didn't really listen to much of the MSX, though. I don't see the enemies. Where are they? Oh, what the? Oh. He took 2 Carcano rounds. And I can't even get a kill anymore. I'm getting this. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. I fell off the roof. What? Alpha, I'm confused. What do you mean? And thank you for the super chat.
Take a look around. You'll see alive.
Yeah, I just fell off the roof. I feel stupid that I fell off the roof. If I could change Reddit Online for better, what would you do? Add more updates. Add more updates to the game. Actually good updates. Actual good content. I respect that you play the games you want. A lot of YouTubers would just do the game that gets them the most money and views. Yep. And that's what's unfortunate, is a lot of times YouTubers are scared to do new content because they're scared that their subscribers are going to unsubscribe, or they're scared that they're not going to get that many views when they do other content. But, you know, if somebody really supports you as a YouTuber, you know, they're gonna support you even when you do other content. You know, if somebody's been subscribed to you for years, and then just randomly, you know, decides to unsubscribe saying, oh, you know, he's doing Ace Attorney, or, you know, he's doing this game or whatever, it's like, I don't like this, I'm gonna unsubscribe. You know, did that person, like, really support you in the first place if they're gonna be like that? You know, it's just, those people probably subscribe to the channel for, just content. They didn't subscribe to the channel for the person, and so when they don't do the content they want, they get all mad. And so that's, you know... And the thing is, though, I'm not gonna make a comment on this. I'm not gonna make a comment on the specific channels. I think people will know what channels I'm talking about. But there are some channels that I watch. You know, GTA, and then other games, not just GTA, but just like channels that are dedicated to one game. There's even one channel that I watched dedicated to Call of Duty. And so I watch these channels. When you watch these channels, and you watch these channels for like long enough, you can tell when they're sick of the game they're playing. So like if somebody does only GTA on their channel, you can tell just by watching their channel when they're sick of the game. Just by watching their tone, you know, the type of content that they're making, you can tell when they don't feel like playing GTA anymore. But the reason they still keep playing the game, even though they don't feel like it, is because it gets them the most amount of views. And to an extent I can understand this, because, you know, it's, you know, how they pay the bills and stuff like that. But like, you know, for money isn't everything, especially, you know, for me. You know, I know money is important, you know, it's how you pay the bills and stuff, but you also gotta do what makes you happy. And that's, you know, what's the most important, I think. Because, you know, I could have been at 1 million subscribers probably, like, you know, months ago if I had just done GTA Online only. But, like, I didn't do that because I wasn't gonna be happy if I did just GTA Online. Because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. There was a lot of games that I wanted to play that weren't necessarily GTA Online, and nothing was going to stop me from playing those games. You know, my views were going to go down, so be it. You know, I took the hit because I wanted to do other content and stuff like that. And that's, you know, what I, you know, did. Yeah, I do, Felix. You feel very accomplished. When you play Ace Attorney, you feel really accomplished when you guess the right answer and you get everything right. And sometimes when I played Ace Attorney, I actually guessed the right answer before I was even presented with a choice to guess the right answer. There's only a few people who like you who aren't scared to try new things, and that's amazing. Yep. I wish that. Oh no! I just wanted to climb up. Damn it! Sorry for my language, there, guys. But it's just, I hate when that happens. I just wanted to climb up on the step. I didn't want to jump off. Oh man, that sucks. Well, now I'm definitely not going to be second place in the score. That sucks. I died 2 times, not even from the enemies. I died from my own stupidity. I was so shocked seeing your comment on the Great Ace Attorney trailer, and so glad you are playing it. Yeah, and I had a lot of fun with that. I had a lot of fun with you know, Ace Attorney. We're almost at the end of it. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima was a great game. But, But what is it? Yeah, but you know, I'll say that YouTubers need to stop letting people, like, you know, bully them into making content, because that's, like, you know, what I've seen, like, a lot of channels, like, get bullied by, like, people in the comment section and stuff like that, who basically just push that they want to see one specific type of content and not anything else. And it was like, what was it? If you guys remember, like, what's his name? Angry Joe. Angry Joe was, he is a, you know, he's a reviewer, you know, he reviews games and stuff like that, and, Angry Joe, when he started doing, like, other content, when he started doing, like, the gaming news, and he started doing, like, the movie reviews, and people lashed out at him, and people were really nasty to him, like, they were just really mean to Angry Joe, like, I saw some of the comments, and the thing is, there are some of the videos that Angry Joe has made, I completely disagreed with him on. Like, but I never hated the guy. I had disagreements with him on certain content that he made. Like, I didn't agree with certain reviews that he gave on games. But despite that, I still liked the guy. Because I liked him because he always said what's on the top of his mind. He wasn't paid for by any video game companies or any, you know, publishers. He always spoke his mind. Even if it was a popular game, he would criticize it. And that's what I liked about Angry Joe. But he was honest and stuff. But then, you know, people in his comments, like, gave him such a hard time and were so nasty to him, like, when he tried doing other content. Like, the people, they were just constantly demanding, like, him to make angry reviews. They're like, angry reviews. They wanted an angry review every week. Like, that's really what they wanted. And they was like, I saw those comments, and I felt so bad for Angry Joe when I saw that. Like, he was just, I felt really bad for him. I knew exactly, like, how he was feeling at that point. And later, when I became a YouTuber years later, I knew exactly how he was feeling. Like, people were being really demanding. They weren't, you know, they didn't understand how much work goes into some of these videos and stuff. And, I've been here since 2016. Oh, thank you, ESP. You've been here a long time. Thank you, man. Can you wish my friend happy birthday? It's tomorrow and he's watching the stream. What do you think about Minecraft? Well, happy birthday to your friend. Thank you for the super chat, eh? And Minecraft, I never really got into it. I know it's a building game, I have it, I never got into it, though. They said he had the right to review films and to only review games. Everyone has a right to have opinions of a film, yep. Well, yeah, and I don't know if you remember, do you remember the part when Angry Joe... I remember a few years ago when Angry Joe said he was going on vacation. And when he said he was going on vacation, like, the video was just like, it was like dislike bombed so badly. Like the dislikes were just so much in that. And like the comments on it were just so nasty to him. Like, it was people that were basically saying, like, oh, you have a vacation every day, Joe, you just play video games. Or they were saying, like you don't deserve a vacation, you should make more angry reviews, like, stuff like that. And that when I saw that, I was like, how disgusting can some people be when I saw comments like that? Like, Angry Joe deserved a vacation, 100%. I don't think that, like, a lot of the people that were being mean to Angry Joe, I don't think those people understood just how much work he puts into those videos. Like, those angry reviews, I can tell you, those take weeks to make. Those aren't something he does overnight. Those take weeks to make. Like, the amount of editing he has to put in those angry reviews, all the costumes he has to get together, all the acting, the little skits he has to do, the gameplay he has to record, and on top of that, he has to beat the game. So he has to beat the game that he's reviewing. He has to play through the whole story of the game. He has to try to do the side activities in the game. You know, some of these games are really long. That's why he doesn't do, that's why when a new game comes out, he doesn't do the review on the new game the first day that it comes out, or even the first week. He does the review weeks after the game comes out, because he has to play through the game, he has to complete everything in the game, then he has to record and edit all that stuff together, put it all together, make the thumbnail, all the costumes, all the skits, everything like that. That's hard to do. That's not easy. And the people that are saying that's easy, they're saying that's no problem to do. I would say you do that if you think that that's so easy. Because I respect Angry Joe a lot for that, and I respect him for at least, you know, saying, you know, I'm gonna go on vacation, and he went on vacation, he relaxed, and he deserved a vacation. So, like, the people that were saying he has a vacation every day, they don't understand that, the amount of effort and work it takes. You know, I've met people like that. Like, I've met people like that in real life. that, like, they think that I don't work. They think that I just play video games. That's all they think I do. And, like, they don't understand the amount of editing and the work that goes into YouTube videos. Like, some of those lore videos that I made, the reason that the lore videos, like, you know, I usually post a lore video every month. The reason I take so long on the lore videos is because some of the lore videos, they take me a lot of time to make, because I have to replay those missions, and I have to, like, record all the cutscenes. I have to make sure I didn't miss anything. I have to record, like, you know, my whole, like, commentary on it, and I have to, you know, I have to rewatch my video, check for mistakes. I gotta make a thumbnail and everything like that. It's not, you know, it's not easy. I love making lore videos, don't get me wrong. They're a lot of fun. I love making them. But, like, you know, sometimes people don't understand that it takes a lot of time to make these videos. It's not something I do overnight. You know, that Dimitri video that I made took me, like, 2 months to make, the Dimitri video. Like, why does Dimitri betray Nico? Like, that hour-long video. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you excited for Saints Row? The new Saints Row? I don't know, you know, I don't really have that much, you know, I don't have that much of, excitement for it, because, you know, if it was gangsters, I would be so excited for it if it was gangsters. I really would be. But it's like hipsters. So it's like, it's not the old Saints Row. I was really hoping it'd be like Saints Row 1 and 2. That's what I was really hoping for, but it's not. And so that's what disappointed me so much about it. I don't know what kind of score I could give it, though. Moon, thank you for the super chat, though. Did Angry Joe go viral after his Fable 3 review? Thank you, Myth. I don't know when he went viral. Oh, 10, Dark Space. 10 excited for that. You guys will see that video probably tomorrow, from Dark Space. Make sure to check out my friend Dark Space's channel there. I'm gonna watch it, though, Dark Space, afterwards. But yeah, me and Dark Space are, making a video. Well, the video's done, and it's probably gonna be out tomorrow, and I suggest you guys check that one out. It's gonna be a really good one. Oh, there's a wagon with a machine gun down there, you know? Oh, God. Got him. They should add that wagon to online. Like, you should be able to buy a wagon like that. Oh, God. I just don't understand. Thank you for the super chat, Mario. I don't understand, you know, why they chose, like, you know, hipster characters for, like, the new Saints Row game. I mean, the old Saints Row game had the old Saints Row game, Saints Row 1 and 2, had some really great characters in them. You know, they could have just brought back all the old characters from the old Saints Row games, but they could have made them, like, in a new universe. They could have brought back, like, Dex and, like, Johnny Gat, Pierce, Shandy, like, all those people in, like, a new Saints Row reboot. That's what they could have done. They could have brought back all the old characters, but, you know, it's a different universe. So, like, the characters are gonna be different. They could have brought back Troy, Julius. Like, there's so many people they could have brought back in a new universe. I mean, Modern Warfare did that. Modern Warfare, like, they brought back Captain Price. They brought back Griggs, Soap, you know, and Gaz. But these characters were different. They were different than, what they were in, the original Modern Warfare game. Because they were based on the original characters, but they weren't the same characters. And because it was a new universe. And so that's what was cool about that. Brandon, I'm gonna help you with your sale, right now here. Good work, everyone. I'm the only person that died in that because I fell off the rooftop 2 times like an idiot. Hi, Lucas. Thank you, Tin. Remember when Saints Row used to rival GTA? Yup. That was in Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 actually was the rival of GTA 4. Oh, Tin died also, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it, guys, but Dark Space and I have been making a Red Dead video together. It's gonna be on Dark Space's channel tomorrow. He put a lot of work into that video. I suggest you guys check it out. It's gonna be a really good one. If you like Red Dead Online, you definitely gotta check out Dark Space's video tomorrow. Brandon, do you need help selling anything here? I mean, yeah, I have you added, right, Patrick, on PlayStation? No problem, Dark Space. I'm really excited for the video tomorrow as well. A little tired here, sorry everyone. Let me just join Brandon's posse here. Brandon, can I get an invite? Thank you. Oh. There's a daily for camp stews. I might as well eat 2 more. What's going on here? Oh, Brandon. Don't sell. I think I recognize 2 of these people, one of them at least. These guys are gonna, I think, blow up your sale. Don't sell. Yeah, this is, if you try to sell this, Brandon, they're gonna, yeah, don't sell this here, Brandon. How much did they nerf money gains? Well, they did with the daily challenges. Used to be able to make so much gold. I know, my Red Dead Online streams have been a bit chaotic lately. These people have been following me around and, you know, trying to kill me repeatedly. At least you don't have to cosplay that much for Saints, lol. Are you making a custom boss or pre-made? I'm gonna make a custom boss for the Saints Row playthrough, and I'm gonna make an outfit also. I was actually playing Saints Row the other day, and just to see what the outfits were in the game, and I'm trying to make one of the outfits, and it's gonna be a really good one. Brandon, can you try going to a new session if it's possible, or like bring us as a posse into a new session? Could you do that, Brandon? Brandon, can you send an invite when you get the chance here? We got defensive mode enabled here. What's my horse doing right now? Okay. Just start up your posse whenever you're ready, Brandon. Oh yeah, I should probably feed my horse right now. If only other YouTubers that do one type of content like GTA would look up to you as an inspiring content creator and take your advice, yet they're too afraid to do so because they trap themselves in a box. Yep. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the super chat there, Eric. They keep themselves in that box of just, you know, one game, and you know, I don't like to judge other channels, but I would say that, you know, I think my personal opinion is gonna be really bad for a lot of channels later on, because what I think is gonna happen is, I think that GTA Online is gonna get a final update one day, and when it does, the channels that did only like one game like GTA are gonna be in some trouble, because they might get like a lot of views the first month, but it's when it's the final update and Rockstar says so, I think the views will plummet on like a lot of GTA channels afterwards. And Brandon, just oh no, they're already here. Yeah, Brandon, I wouldn't advise selling your stuff here, because they're just gonna blow it up. I played the original Ace Attorney games, and now I'm doing Chronicles. Yeah, Manix is right. It might be safer to sell off stream. They'll still clickbait about future updates, even though support is cut. I could picture some YouTubers doing that. It's up to you, Brandon. If you want to sell, I'll do everything I can to protect it. But it's also really risky. Just make sure you keep that in mind. It's up to you if you want to or not. I mean, you could always close your app, but I wouldn't recommend selling it here. I mean, Saucer says to sell, but it's up to you. Pure sale. I put on auto aim just in case here. You have high hopes for Rockstar will handle their future of online games, because Red Dead Online hasn't been cared for as well as a billion-dollar company should have cared for it. Yeah, I don't really have that much hope for Red Dead Online. Okay, Brandon, I don't blame you. Yeah, don't take the risk then. Every time I play Saints, I always make a character of its own identity. Last I made a Sherlock Holmes character named Sherlock Holmes 2. Well, we can parlay now. Oh, Reckless did that? I don't know what's going on here. I think that might have been an accident then. Reckless, was that an accident? Isn't he one of our friends? Saucer, Reckless is one of our friends, right? I'm pretty sure.
I think Reckless is cool. It's
Yeah,
probably
he is a friend of ours. It was probably an accident then. He probably thought it was someone else then. Yes. Oh, man. I don't even know what's going on right now. Okay, yeah. Brandon, we could probably help you sell off stream. It's just like really risky to sell right now. What advice would you give to someone who tried playing GT Online but stopped because they didn't get it or understand it? I mean, you could watch guides on YouTube. I think Red Dead Redemption is probably a little bit more of a complicated game. Someone that tried playing GT Online, but they stopped because they didn't get it or understand it. Well, I don't really know people that stop because they don't understand it, but I know people that stop because they got sick of, like, oppressors, for instance, and stuff like that. Deacon, St. John, or Nico Bellic. I don't think you can really compare them because their games are very different, but I like Nico. He's one of my favorite characters. Deacon was also a great character, too. Thank you, Raphael, for subscribing. I don't even know what's going on over here now. Okay, I'm gonna play some poker right here then.
That's him. Kill him.
What is going on right here? Okay. I'm gonna go into game chat. That's the only way I can play poker. You can't do it in a party. I don't know what's going on here anymore. This is getting confusing right now. All the people are running around shooting. Yeah, I know. The recent player system is so broken. They shouldn't be able to join you from, like, a recent match. It's okay. The cards. No, we got a full game today. Usually we don't find this many people in poker. If I can get an ace or a 6, I will get what is it, a flush? No, I haven't seen the new James Bond film. Have I ever played Ghost Recon? Yeah, I played a lot of Wildlands. I loved Wildlands. He's probably gonna fold. Yep. Oh, he's confident. She's confident. Folding. Oh, wow, look at that. We split it. Do I play Payday 2? I played it before. I just I haven't played it in some time though. Wow. Huh. Okay, let's see what... Damn, nothing good. I have great cards, but I don't have any matching ones. That's the problem. Oh, I don't know if I should go all in now. I mean, if I get either a king or an ace, I'll pretty much win. But as a... I don't know if I should take that risk. Ace or a king. Ace or a king, please. Yes! Oh, wait. What? 2 pair of jacks and 6. Oh, he had a 6 also. I didn't realize that. Damn. I would have won that hand. Oh, no. I got excited too much there. Oh, you're gonna fold on 40 cents, dude? Come on, seriously? Who's... Okay. Now reveal your cards. Don't just sit there. There we go. Look at that. This jacket, I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. Is that 10 there? Looks a lot like their character. Oh, some people are gonna fold now. Yep. There we go. First fold. He's probably gonna fold too. He folded last time. Yep, I called it. I'll go in here. I'm still at a profit. 3 4s. 3 3s. Oh, damn. I would have won that if he didn't have 3 3s, but... I played a PS1. That was my first PlayStation. I don't think they're gonna remaster the the HD games. Oh, thank you, Eat, yeah, it's probably not worth... This guy's gonna fold. Or nope, he has good cards. Yep, that guy has good cards, because he always folded when he had bad cards. And so he has good cards. The guy next to me in the brown jacket, he's got something good. He's either has a king or a queen. He has either that. Let's see if I'm right on it. Let's look at all the cards then. He might try to make a... Nope, checking. Yeah, he definitely has good cards. I think the guy in the brown jacket is going to win this one. Pair of kings, that's good. Oh, he's not even showing it. He probably had a queen then. Okay. Okay, this will be my last hand right here. Hopefully I get something good on my final hand. See what we got here. Oh. What's your question, Arthur? Pot is filling up here. Oh, yep, they're not even on the chair, you're right. Okay. Only thing I'm in danger of is a flush or a triple here. Let's see if I can take this pot. Oh, that's you, Tin? Yep. Yeah, poker, you gotta, it seems complicated at first, but it's easy to learn. If you play this enough, you'll learn the rules. Like, when I started playing, I forgot most of it. Let's see, come on. Let's see other people's cards here. What? Oh, man, Tim. 10 high straight. 10, you actually had really good cards. You had much better cards than me, actually. You had a flush there. And then he had a straight. Oh, my God. Yeah, straight. I'm sorry, not a flush. A straight. Straight, that's when all the cards are. I get it mixed up sometimes. Straight's when you have the cards in, like, a number order. Flush is when you have, like, the same, like, type of card, like a diamond or a heart or a spade. I'll try one more hand, because these cards are actually pretty good, too. I'll try one more hand here. Yeah, Venom is, Arthur. Yeah, I played the casino games in San Andreas. Pretty sure most of the people at the table can fly. Well, thank you, Eat, for the super chat there. Okay, let's see here. Wait a second. Oh, come on, please, just... I might have a really good hand here coming up. If the next two cards are what I think they might be, I'm gonna win this. Come on, I need, had such a good hand, but I don't really have any good cards there. To match, I have a good hand, but no matching cards. Aw, damn. You had a 5 there. Yep, you got it there. 10, good work. Damn, I really wanted to get something in a good hand, but it's just, I'm just getting unlucky. I keep getting good hands, but I'm not getting any matching cards. That's what sucks. Yeah. I'm gonna see what my final hand is gonna be here, because I want to get one good pot win in before I go here. What is this here? Okay. Oh, this will be my final one. They should add blackjack and liar's dice to this game. Yeah, I will in a moment, Brandon. Yeah, I would like to see that where you can bet like 20 bucks in like a hand. Okay, screw it. I'm going all in. Oh. What? What? That was almost all face cards there. Well, you know, that was it for me there. Some bad luck at the end there. So I guess I'll be going here, guys. If you guys have like any questions or comments before I go, like feel free to ask them. Like and I'm probably gonna have the next part of Ace Attorney up tomorrow. Also, if you guys enjoyed this stream, do please drop a like. Help me get up to 500 likes. We're almost there. We're just 6 likes away. It'll mean a lot to me. What do you want the next Reddit update to be about? Like a house update or like a bank robbery update? When's the channel update? Soon, in a few days. I'm sorry it's been a little delayed. I've just been a bit busy with a few things. No, I don't have any pets.
Well, I thought we'd lost you. All the essentials, tobacco, cigarettes, and the like are all along the tall shelf.
Yeah, we'll play Generation Zero another time, Brandon.
By the window. Everything else can be found in my catalog on the counter.
Yeah, Reddit Online still doesn't have train robberies. Am I gonna play Watch Dogs Legion again? Yeah, I will. I haven't had the time, but I'll play it again.
My shop's always here.
You'll have my support and subscription for life. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. Even when I'm doing new content, you're always there to support me. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Lewis. Do I have a Vice City lore video about Sunny? Yes, but the thing is, the Sunny Forelli video, I'm gonna hold off on that because I'm gonna make the Sunny Forelli video right when the Vice City remaster comes out, the trilogy. So that's when I'll do it. When the games are like, you know, remastered again, I'll do it then. Yes, and I'll do a Donald Love video also when GTA 3 gets the remaster. Corey
You
channel is
know,
always
my
entertaining
husband's
regardless
the
of
one
what
who
you're playing.
insisted the
Thank you.
shop stays open
I have
if
been
you
subscribed
pass.
to you since your
Here
Assassin's
we
Creed
are.
playthrough. Oh, that's where you found me? You found me through my Assassin's Creed playthrough cast? That's where you found me from? Oh, that was some time ago. It's like a year ago now. Yup, it was a year ago, Assassin's Creed 1. Hey, bro, great stream.
Hello.
Thank you,
I'm surprised to see.
well, I guess I'll be, I will be wrapping this up here, guys. Thank you, Fernando, also for, sponsoring my channel again. Thank you, man. Yes, Hell Let Loose is a very hard game, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you, Adam. How much do you think tiny houses will cost in Red Dead Online? Probably a couple hundred. But I guess I'll be going here, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. And I have a GTA 4 lore video. It's gonna come out either tomorrow. If it's not out tomorrow, it's gonna be out on Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna make it tomorrow because it's just a lot of work I still have to do into it. But if it's not out tomorrow, just know it'll be out Sunday. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone, and have a great weekend, guys. See you.